Ladies and gentlemen, it is that wondrous time again. That time when we eat toast. Just kidding. I'm all out of toast! Seriously, I'm out of bread. I'm out of bread.
I didn't know you were out of bread.
I'm out of bread. Well, I didn't want to get more bread.
Yeah.
Because, we're going to be going out of town. So, it doesn't make any sense to buy more bread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
So, I'm finishing up the last of the cereal. I'm going to start by saying thank you to all the subs that were subbing at the beginning when it was just doing the countdown. Let's see who we got. Clockwork Clementine, 98% Peach, Corey of Hyrule, Joshua F36, Celestiata Kamachi, the Pichocho. These are difficult ones. It's Bailey.
Yeah.
So it's Baster. But it's always so hard to say. Baster with 500 bits. Thank you. Animal Lover 101010 or 1001010. Count Dooku 20. Viscucci. A Gamer Alex. Tachi Gamer 96. A very strong way to start out the morning. And ladies and gentlemen, I have yes, some of you have realized that you can do that Sagan emote. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been very careful to not announce this on the blog or social media or anywhere because I wanted to tell you here live first. We are Twitch partners. Woo! It's hard to celebrate when you're holding cereal. But it's very exciting. It's very, very exciting. And I'm very excited. I'm also eating cereal, so, it's difficult to be fully excited because I'm simultaneously hungry. But, yeah, we have achieved Twitch partner.
Ow. Sorry, my spoon is really hot.
I thought you, bit your tooth off or something.
No, the spoon is hot.
I mean, I don't know what biting your tooth off would mean exactly, but there's a few other subs that came in. Ignatius Spark and Bexy-ish. Thank you. I want to tell you exactly how this happened, because some of you might be aware that reaching the requirements that they recommend for partnership is largely impossible. It's 25 hours a month, which when you're already juggling a bunch of stuff on YouTube is very difficult. So after the third breakfast stream, it was Chaz who suggested
told me,
held me at gunpoint, told me that I needed to do a manual application, because if you don't know, Twitch actually has manual applications you can fill out. The partnership requirements are just recommendations. You can fill out an application, and he suggested that I do that. So I did, and it took about a month, but it was last Friday, so it's still in September, that we got the email that said, welcome to partnership.
Yep.
Double Zeta Ignis. Thank you. Now, what you're probably saying is, so you were clearly established on another platform, you have 150,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's why they gave it to you. Now, you'd think that, but you guys helped out a lot more than you think. Reason being, I've manually applied to Twitch before. I manually applied to Twitch back when we were doing what was it? D&D. When we were doing D&D and streaming it, I had applied to Twitch around that time, and they said no. And I had the YouTube credentials. Mm-hmm. It was just a matter of they said, you don't use the platform, you're like, we understand that you have an audience in this other place, but you're not even using Twitch. So I started using Twitch, and they happened to do the review and stuff, you know, after we had hit affiliate, after we had a great deal of subscribers coming in. So, like, you guys made a big difference. I really do not think it's as easy as, oh, Stephen was on YouTube, that's why I got it. No, because I've tried that before. So the fact that we've been doing streams, the fact that we've had so much support from affiliate, I think all of these factors rolled into one are what made it happen. Of course, it also would never have happened if I would have never manually applied, so thank you, Chaz, for pushing me to actually do that. He had faith in me and the whole process when I was like, but Chaz, we haven't hit 25 hours. He's like, I don't think that matters. So, also thank you to Lana, Del Wang, and Bits of Bacon for subscribing. Anyway, now that we are partnered, there's a few things that has happened. The most important thing, I think, is that we have quality options now. I had seen a few things in our early streams where people said they couldn't tune in because we had the quality kind of cranked up. I mean, it's still cranked up. It's still, like, super high. But I kept the quality really high, and it made it where some people could not watch. Now you've got quality options, so you can just turn it on down, and you can still participate. So that's exciting. You also notice that we have a new emote prefix, which is just George.
Steffi22 is gone.
Thankfully. What a terrible name. I should probably answer this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hello? I'm doing good. How are you? Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks. You too. Bye. That was the, sorry. I had to take a phone call. That was the vet. Because the boys had to go to the vet yesterday. And they wanted a stool sample, and they said the stool sample was good. I'm not going to talk any more about that because I'm eating cereal.
Thank you.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah.
The prefix and other things that partnership gives you.
Yes. So the prefix was Steffi22, which Baster had informed me the way it works is they take the beginning of your username, the first like 6 digits, and then they put a number on related to how many other of that there is. So there was apparently, however, like 21 other Stevens. So I was Steffi22, but I got it changed to George, which is great. And we added a bunch of new emotes because now you've got Wonk and Sagan and Kepler, and we actually have quite a bit more emote slots. So if you guys have recommendations for things that you would like to see as emotes, you can throw some in the chat. You can tweet them at me if you have ideas, and we'll take a look at them. Also had a few more subs come in. Shadow the Bandit, JRPG Zachary, haven't heard of that JRPG. Jay Castello, Halani, and Team Valenstorm. Also 1,000 bits from the Bay XLR, which I assume is an XLR cable that is laying somewhere in the San Francisco area. Thank you so much. I'm still in the process of figuring out Twitch, which I think is interesting because we hit partner in less than a month, and I'm still very much a grandpa when it comes to this. I've spent a decade on YouTube, and I'm still learning Twitch, so we're getting there ever so slowly. But I've got it figured out today, where I've got like the list of things that have happened on the screen, so I can like see like the subs and the bits and things like that. It's great. I didn't know you could do that.
Kepler's having a crisis. Kepi.
He's doing okay. But his tail is very puff.
Much puff.
Zach Choman asked if we went to the MTG pre-release for Guilds of Ravnica. We did not. It's just been too busy preparing for Denver. There's a lot of content that we had to make, especially once I decided that things should come out on Sunday, dang it. I had more to make. Everything's done at this point. Things have to be scheduled, but every single bit of content for an entire week from now is ready.
Good.
Get it before it's soggy. Few new subs. Felipe Corrier 1, Genji, Black Dragon, and Satsy. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And now you get the little vlog logo. And
Little vlog logo.
you can go to other streams. Chaz says, boy, so neat that you figured out the list. I wonder how you figured it out. Like most things in my life.
Chaz told you.
Chaz has instructed me on how to do it. I didn't even know it was a thing. I don't know about any of this stuff. I've had to ask a lot of questions. Josh has answered some questions for me too. Josh said he was very proud of his grandpa for streaming. I said, thank you, grandson. I appreciate that. I don't know if I've ever told that story, but I refer to Josh Jepson and Tyler Cedarall, Attacking Toucans, as my grandchildren. And I don't really know why. I'm not really sure
Started in PAX East this year. When they stayed in the same room as us.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but, you know.
To you, time-wise.
Yeah. Mr. Dr. Max. Max can't decide. Thank you for the sub. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We're learning all the things. I also, one of the things I figured out is you can do different stuff with like the alerts. I think the alert audio is still coming over twice, which I fixed yesterday. I literally fixed it.
And now it's doing it again.
Well, I fixed it, but I fixed it without streaming. Apparently, there's something in the process when I'm streaming that's making it happen twice.
It up. Lana said, LOL. Oh, so that's why Tyler said you guys were the best grandparents.
That is why. It's because we are actual grandparents to people who are only a few years younger than us. Don't ask questions because it's too confusing.
What, 4 and 5 years younger?
Yeah. Not terribly younger, but a little bit younger. Melly9856, thank you for the sub. And also Human Brian. I thought it said Human Brain, but the I and the A are switched. Thank you for the... No, wait. Melly got the sub. Human Brian got the bits. I got them right. I had to double check. Yeah. I finished up the bread. When did I finish up the bread?
I have no idea.
Yesterday? I don't know. There was bread in my life at some point, but now it's gone. Now there is only cereal. And this is the end of the cereal. This is the hurricane cereal.
Yeah.
You know, in case we were going to stay and I needed to eat dry cereal. So it's a big bowl. Because I wanted to finish it. And, like, it's not that I don't like cereal, but, like, it's a big bowl and I'm talking and stuff. So it's difficult to get through the cereal.
Eat faster.
It's
Put in less
it's
milk.
hard. What? That has nothing to do with it. The milk is taking up 1% of the space.
Yeah, you don't use much milk. How's it?
Chewing.
You're not happy about it?
This is harder to eat than toast.
Yeah, it's much harder to eat than toast.
It's not a good, I'll be honest, it's not a good breakfast stream food. If I'm very, very honest with you.
Mm-hmm. I think sometime last week we were talking about like the hurricane and how it's still giving us trouble here. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday was the very first day we could get to our post office to check our mail.
We hadn't checked our, we had checked our mail in early September, but there was nothing.
Yeah.
But it had been like 3 weeks.
And today is actually the first day kids can go back to school. It's been 3 weeks to the day since they last got school. It's kind of crazy. Like, there's still houses under 5 feet of water, and it'll be like another 6 days before they can even get to their house to begin demoing it. So, like, it's like, I know the hurricane probably isn't getting any coverage now nationally, but it's still really affecting our area. And still...
Well, the news is all about, like, drama. As soon as the drama of there's a storm is over, the news are just gone. They're like, oh, okay. And then
Jim Cantor is gone.
Yeah, Jim Cantor.
But, like, our road to our post office, it's down to 1 lane on each side. And actually, on the incoming traffic to the beach, they've put them both on the outgoing side. So, like, all of our traffic comes into the beach for tourists. Like, everyone's on the outgoing traffic side because the road is washed away. And they're not sure how stable what's left is, so...
Yeah, so, yeah, it's not been a great situation, but the good news is we were able to check mail. I am of the understanding that they probably did not send an email back, because normally, like, if you send mail to a post office and the person that has the post office doesn't pick it up for an exceptional amount of time, they will send mail back.
Yeah.
But there was a hurricane, so I'm of the understanding that you're not going to get any mail back.
Well, I'm sure it closed because they couldn't deliver mail to a lot of their stuff because they delivered across the river. Mm-hmm. Someone said a little bit ago that, like, can you imagine if you were still teaching? I wouldn't be able to get to work.
Yeah.
There is one road that got to where I taught, and it was open, but it would be really difficult to get to. And, like, that area got hit real hard as part of this, so.
Also, before I forget, the Lunk face and the Tom Fox face are eerily similar. Thank you for the subs. R.C. Jones, close relative to Grit Jones, and Juvenation, and also 245 bits from Peach Macaron. Is that how you say it in French?
Close enough.
That's how you... I think to pronounce words in French, you just go, home. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
The last syllable.
You just add extra mouth noises.
You just try and cough up phlegm as you speak.
Yeah.
And you do it right. Like, I want to go to the Walmart. Is that the French version of Walmart? I never took French. They wouldn't let me in the class.
You didn't have French.
Or maybe that was it. Something like that.
What happens to the people who pay bills with paper? I think they were kind of just out of luck for a while. But a lot of people are really understanding. Like, because we live in the area with our zip code that was affected, we were getting emails from our student loan companies, and they were like, if you were affected, please just respond, and we will put your account on hold for some amount of time. Mm-hmm. So... And like, T-Mobile? Yeah.
Was it T-Mobile do that too?
I don't...
Some bigger company or something.
Sprint gave free data, they said.
Oh, yeah. T-Mobile didn't do that.
That would have been nice. Because we were, like, trying to navigate home on not LTE.
Yeah. But...
Because we were out of service by then.
I wish I would have done that. It would have been nice. Pika Dan Chow. That was Pika Dance, but it's Pika Dan Chow. Sup? Thank you.
Nikki said that their credit card company did the same thing.
I mean, the thing is, it's a natural disaster.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of our utilities are like co-ops and very local, so
it's a very community-based thing.
Especially the internet. And electric? Is our electric a co-op?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our water isn't, but our water is local too, so.
I did it.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Is eat all that
cereal.
cereal.
My whole life. Like, there were some tests that came pretty close, but this was harder. Lord have mercy. Speaking of, like you said, kids are going back to school.
Yeah.
I was reading earlier about some folks that were like taking some tests and stuff.
Yeah.
And how they're having difficulties because it's like, oh my god, I got to prepare for this exam. And you know, I was thinking, I'm really glad that I don't have to go back to school. Like, I know that sounds bad, but You know, you've talked to some people and they're like, you know, I think I would go back to school and do that. I would never. No, I'm just done. I just did it. So done.
Thomas said the county electric sent him a check last week overcharging me 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. So they felt bad and they mailed you like $8 or something. That sort of thing actually happens because we get money back from the co-op too, which is weird because our electric bill's usually pretty high. So it's just 1 month it'll be sizably low, and then we'll go back to normal.
Thomas said $11.
$11. That's $1 million. It's probably not how numbers work, but I'm not entirely sure. If I knew, I would tell you the truth, the blazing truth. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, on the school thing, I don't want to go back to school.
You don't miss it?
I don't miss it. And you know, I've never, ever had, because recently I was talking about some dreams and stuff on the vlog, I've never had a school dream. You know how people, they talk about, they have dreams where they walk into the classroom and they're underprepared.
They haven't studied.
Yeah. I've never had that. I just, that is not one of my deep anxieties, you know what I mean? Is worrying about if I'm gonna be ready for this test or whatever. In fact, I have had one. I've very specifically one school dream where it was in class, and I realized I was in college, and I was like, I've finished college, and then I woke up. So I don't want them dreams. Some of our friends seem to have them all the time, and it's just very bizarre to me. I've just never had that happen. Celestia Maki, 279 bits, thank you, and Danny X6, 300 bits. Speaking of 300 bits, makes, I think I have that set to make the audio do, because you can change all these little stream alert things.
I thought I was hearing audio earlier, but they weren't showing up there.
Because Neoshock Blue with 1,000 bits, and you'll see with the power of that, it's I think I have it set where it's at 300 bits there's audio and a different animation. You can do all these cool things, man. Thank you, Neoshock. Also, by the way, and did I say thank you to Danny X6? I just did now. Thank you, Danny X6, and Leafy with the sub. You can change so many of the things on the alerts. It's really nifty, and it's a different way of thinking because I'm coming at this from a background of not only working on YouTube for 10 years, but then also a background of film school and stuff. Of everything is on-demand video. You're not doing things live, and it's weird to work at it from the other end. Where you're making things setting it up to work live, and you have to just trust it's going to work. But you can also do really cool things. You can set certain bit amounts to do certain animations. I need some more time to work on it because I've been really busy. But when I do, man, you can just wait for them Seinfeld gifts. Seinfeld gifts are coming. Show me so many Seinfeld gifts. I really like Seinfeld. Jerry. It'll be great. I'm looking. It's the stupidest part of Twitch. Is my favorite thing that I'm most looking forward to is having it where we can just put up Jerry Seinfeld's face. That's what I need. That's what I need in my life. No soup for you. Yes, thank you, Everchanger. There's so many. That's a great freaking show. Mao and I still reference that all the time. We watched the entirety of the show a year ago or so. Yeah. It's so good. It's still good. It's still relevant. It's just a fun show. It's just a fun show. Celadon35, thank you for the sub. I appreciate your support. Man, Seinfeld hype. It's gonna be a good time. I might have some time while we're out of town. And as a reminder, we are going out of town. Is today Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Jesus. Tomorrow we are going out of town. Tomorrow, and we are taking the show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. That means on Thursday we will be streaming from a hotel with hotel internet, which means we may not be streaming. We're gonna see, what is available.
We can do.
Yeah, and I mean I'm gonna play with it And, if I have to lower the quality or something, like, that's fine. So the quality on Thursday might be lower, but it'll be us, and Lindsay will be with us. So she'll be
Lindsay's excited to be part of this.
She'll be our first guest of many guests. There's going to be guests all the time, maybe. So you can look forward to that. But yeah, I'm planning to do it. I'm taking all the equipment to do it. It's just a matter of if it works, and I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Also, thank you to Fingerfoot and Luca18. Thank you guys. Subscribed. Welcome to October.
We're also going to be on the road next Tuesday.
It's true. Actually, the next two breakfast streams, in fact, will be on the road. The Thursday one will be in a hotel. The Tuesday one will be in Steph and Steve's house.
Yeah.
Have we told them?
No.
We should do that. Be like, hey, we're waking up early, and we're keeping the same time slot, man. 9 a.m. is how I do it. 9 a.m. Eastern, which means since we're going to be in a different time zone, we got to wake up early.
I think Tucson's in Mountain Time right now. Denver's in Mountain Time.
Consistency is important for life, and that's why it's. Oh my goodness gracious sakes! First off, Danny X6 with 300 bits. Thank you. Got to play that cool animation from Move Your Feet. And then we've got subs. I think they're all gift subs.
Yeah, they were.
Kamadner has gone mad with power, gifting out subs to Doge Guy 3, Saparin, Adrian McCann, The Hack M123, and Mew Rocks. Did you ever play Pokemon Snap?
Yes, I did.
Did you? Did you play like the whole thing?
No. It wasn't my copy.
It's only 20. It's like 20 minutes long. It's not 20 minutes long, but it's really short. Did you ever play the Mew level?
No.
Well, like the last level.
No, I don't think I got that far.
In the last level, you ascend to heaven, and St. Peter lets you in, and he's like, "Actually, LOL, this is just Safari Zone, and it's one Mew. Good luck." And then you just go in there and you try and capture Mew. You don't capture him. You don't capture Pokemon. You take a picture. Yeah.
You snap a picture.
Yeah, and he stops you at the gate. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Fujifilm aren't allowed, but you can use this Nikon." And then you go in and you shoot it up. At some point, I'll let you play Pokemon Snap. It's a good time. Also, subscriptions from Neoshock Blue and Tokyo Society. Thank you both. I appreciate that. And the alerts have to catch up to what I can read, so it's just like playing the tunes over and over. Gracious. As we're getting close to the end of the stream, I'm going to switch over and I think, do I have this right? I know I did, right? Yes, okay, I do have. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the October list, because I had to make the Patreon list to put in today's episode of Resident Evil 6, which is coming out. But seriously, quick shout out and thank you to all of our Patreon producers. Their names are scrolling along the bottom of the screen now. If you're watching and you'd like to learn more about Patreon, how you can support Mal and myself, you can do that over at patreon.com/StephenGeorge or patreon.com/Malmakes. So thank you. We appreciate all the support we get everywhere on the internet. Patreon, and also now, especially with the help of partner, Twitch. So much support, including the support of Triclyde Tamer or Tricool Detamer. Subscribe. Thank you. Try to Clyde the Tamer. I will continue to ruin everyone's names. Resident Evil 6 starts today, ladies and gentlemen. Take everything you've heard about that game and just throw it out the window. If you're looking for a good time, please give it a watch. It really gets rolling by episode 2. There's a prelude section, and prelude basically takes most of episode 1. But we're doing back-to-back episodes, so there will be episode 1 today, episode 2 tomorrow. And it's a good time. It's a good time. You've heard it's bad, and you're not entirely wrong. And as far as a Resident Evil game, it's not like them other ones, but it is a good time, and I really do think that you will have fun. It's campy, it's over the top, it's kind of dumb. Mal and I fight zombies as a team, and that's a fun part.
Yeah,
that's a fun part because, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing a lot of the single player stuff that we do on Stephen Plays. Mal and I do the thing where we take turns playing single player games. We've experienced a lot of great games that way, but there's something special about being able to sit down with your wife and play through a cooperative game, and it's been a little while since we did that. Cat World doesn't count because we technically recorded that a long time ago. So Resident Evil has been really fun. It's been really, really fun.
Really fun.
And I've honestly, truly enjoyed it. Also, 1,010 bits or 1010 from Patrick Tracy. Thank you, Patrick. I think Patrick's just getting started on like that old commercial where they 10-10-220. Is that the thing?
Maybe that was a local.
Did you? No, that was not local. It had Carrot Top. You think Carrot Top was on Myrtle Beach television?
Maybe.
Come on down and get the table saw. Jerry's Table Saws. I'm Carrot Top. No, it was
10-10-220.
10-10-220 is the name of Jerry's daughter. She's trying to sell you a table saw. No, it's the thing. It's the thing. You know what I mean? People know what 10-10-220 is. I mean, I'm not the oldest person here because Chaz is here. So, I mean, you know, other people at least know about 10-10-220, I'm sure. It was collect calls. That's what it was about. It was collect calls. That was the whole shtick. Chaz is gonna be mad. Chat. Wow. That wasn't even a burn. That wasn't even. I called Chaz. Why is Uncle Chaz? Old Chaz seems upset. Well, you know, 10-10-220. Now people are saying, what is 10-10-220? It was a thing. You go up to a payphone. Oh God, now I have to explain payphones. Payphones were like cell phones, but they were in the ground at gas stations. God, that sounds stupid. Anyway, you go up to them and you type in 10-10-220
instead of putting coins in.
And then because you didn't need money, you just needed numbers. You put it in, and then they would call the other person for you and say, hey, this is going to cost you like $6. And you go, who is calling me? And they go, Bob? They'd be like, oh, okay, Bob's probably in trouble. I'll accept trouble.
See what I have to put up after all I do for these people.
Chaz knows we love him. Yeah, I think I explained payphones pretty well. That's basically the whole thing. Quentin Schumont subscribed. Thank you. And Danny X6 with another 500 bits. Thank you, Danny. I sincerely appreciate that. I'm gonna have to add more of them gifts at like different levels.
Yeah, you are.
And they're all gonna be Seinfeld gifts. I'm sorry. It's just the way it works. I'll try to at least add one new one for Thursday. Try and get that going. Try and get that going if I can.
Oh, we gotta get that going.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap up here, let me say a reminder that Resident Evil 6 does start today. This is the prelude, but tomorrow is like the beginning of Leon's chapter. So between today and tomorrow, it's pretty great stuff. It's very campy, very fun. Also, there were 3 vlogs yesterday. There will be another 3 vlogs today. And if my math is correct, that means that they'll be caught up. So, yeah. Doing good.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm very happy. I wanted everything to be kind of in order and caught up before we go to Denver. Oh, and if
Jade's here.
Who?
Jade?
Oh, Jade! Jade, hey! Glad you're here. Glad you're joining us.
It's early for them.
Yeah, it is. up early in the morning. And there's one final thing for all of our patrons. There will be a
Patreon video.
There will be a monthly exclusive Patreon video debuting today. Probably a little bit, not late, but like a little bit later, like somewhere between, I'd guess, like 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern. That should be up. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of upcoming things. So stay on the lookout for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. It is a little past 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the day. Hope you've enjoyed your morning with us. Again, Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern, we are going to stream. We're going to try. It might be potato quality, but we're going to give it a shot. Final bit shout out for the stream, JRPG Zachary. Thank you. My favorite JRPG, much better than that other one.